Hey everybody, and welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to be checking out the Super Mario Nendoroid. So everybody's favorite Italian plumber that just happens to love mushrooms and gold coins. This guy is Mario from Super Mario Brothers, if you guys don't know, and these are some pretty cool looking poses, and this box is actually quite large. There's a ton of accessories in here, and as you can see, there's actually a Luigi Nendoroid of him, but I don't have that one yet. And yeah, this just looks really cool, and I've been really waiting to open this one up and pretty excited to do it. Let's go ahead and open our box and get the contents out. And as usual, we have our instruction manual here, and it has everything that's inside and shows you how to use it. So we will put that to the side for now and refer to it if we need to. And if you guys remember from the Superstar Anime Con video, this is where I actually picked it up at, was at that con. And yeah, this is pretty cool. You have your official Nintendo seal on the box itself, which is pretty awesome. As for the background here on the inside, you got kind of the normal looking playing field there in Super Mario Brothers. So that is pretty neat looking. It also looks like there's some hole punches here, which probably means you could take this out and hang it up somewhere. So that's pretty awesome too. But we're not going to do that. We're just going to go ahead and leave that in the box. I don't know, I just like leaving the little backgrounds there in the box. So let's go ahead and take a look at our figure here. This thing looks awesome. But as usual, we will go ahead and start with the faceplates and take a look at the quality on those. So our first faceplate here is just a normal looking faceplate with a little grin on there. There's not too much difference between the faceplates, but this looks really good. Definitely nice painting. And then our second faceplate here kind of has an open mouth smile, so that's pretty cool. I'll probably end up using that one possibly. We'll see what happens in the end. As for our figure here, he's wrapped in plastic like all Nendoroids come, and he just has the normal closed mouth smile going on. So I'm gonna go ahead and remove this plastic from our actual figure. Looks like he has some underneath his hat here, so we'll remove the hat and get the plastic off. And then there is a little bit underneath his neck. So unfortunately, for purposes of the video, we're gonna have to decapitate old Mario here. So there we go. Mario has been decapitated and plastic removed. Now we could place back his head, which has some pretty good articulation, and then put his hat back on him. Cool. And his arms don't have any articulation at the elbow or hand, just at the shoulder, and his legs look like they just have articulation at the upper thigh, not the knee and ankles. Overall, this Mario Nendoroid is very solid looking. This is a great looking Nendoroid. This is really awesome. So moving on here, we have a ton of accessories, and this is the little blue shell turtle there. And man, do I hate these guys in Mario Kart. They always seem to get me in the end, and I end up not finishing first place. It's terrible. But this is a really nice looking accessory here. Really good paint job. Pretty cool. I don't know if I'm going to use this one in my actual display, but yeah, because these things haunt my dreams. Next up here, we have a ghost, and this actually is pretty cool. I might end up using this one because I really do like Luigi's Mansion, and I'm a big fan of just how the ghosts look in general for Mario. I just think they're really cool looking, and yeah, I definitely want to probably use this one in my display. Really nice looking paint. They did a great job on how this came out. Really, really nice. So next up here, we have our little toadstool mushroom, the power-up mushroom that everybody's familiar with from Mario. So this is really cool. Pretty simple looking. Got the white dots on there, and yeah, just really well painted. Very nice. And all these look like just little display pieces, not actual accessories for Mario himself. So we got our little mystery block here, the one that you hit, and that's actually kind of cool. But yeah, the one that you hit and you don't really know what you're gonna get. So pretty cool mystery box, because I do like mystery boxes. And then we got one of our standard blocks that you cannot break, which I really hate these guys because they put them in the most inconvenient locations in the game. We have our official gold coin, which is pretty cool because, you know, everybody actually enjoys the gold coins as much as Mario does when you collect them. And it looks like it kind of just goes in the top of one of these here. So we'll just put that together real quick. So there you go. Pretty awesome. And the other ones, you could actually put it inside as well. So that's pretty cool. Next up here we have a little dust cloud, so that way if we got our Mario in a running pose, we have a little cloud behind him, because you know Mario can move. That's pretty cool too. Just simple white painting, but then again, it is very nicely painted. And after all, it is just a dust cloud, so not much to talk about there. And this thing here is actually another part of the dust cloud, I believe, so you could probably put it behind there, so maybe it looks, you know, like you're going a little bit faster. Definitely a little cool accessory to add on to your dust cloud, or maybe you just don't have the dust cloud and just have this behind him, kind of like a running start type of deal. Pretty neat. So moving on to our next blister pack in the set, we have a total of 3 blister packs, but the last one seems like it's the base and stands. So let's go ahead and take a look at these other accessories we got going on here. And all these actually look pretty cool. We got some different legs and arms, and yeah, definitely want to check these out as well, just to get an idea as to what I'm going to display. So these are actually some little card displays, I believe, so you could put something in here, not quite sure. Maybe that's for the actual background here that we saw with the pegs, the little peg holes that we could put in. So maybe that's for that, and we'll check our instruction guide in a minute. And then we have our little stand here for the normal base plate, and we got a few more brick blocks. And actually, you know what, I think the brick blocks are the ones you can't break here. Is it the brick blocks, or is it just the solid block? I think they're both can't be broken. I don't even know anymore. It's been a long time since I played Super Mario, but yeah, maybe it's the actual brick ones, because I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart, and it's actually my preferred Mario right now. Just Mario Kart in general is a lot of fun, and I'm just slowly awaiting the newest Luigi's Mansion to come out, which will be coming out hopefully at the end of October during Halloween. And here it looks like we got some green arms, which I don't know if these would actually be for Luigi or for Mario here, because you generally see Mario in red and blue, so not really so much as green. So maybe they give you an extra little accessory for Luigi. So that'd be pretty cool if that's the case, because we also have the red crossed arms here that would look perfect on Mario. So that's pretty nice. Then we also have some open hands for Mario here as well. And I'm not sure. Okay, so these hands actually do come apart on this one, and possibly on the normal figure. I'll check that here in a second, because I see you have something that could hold the little mushroom here in your hand, and that is going to be kind of cool. I think I might end up with that. That's actually really nice and clean there. And the other arms here, looks like you got some bent arms that will hold hands as well. So let's go ahead and double check our figure and see if our hands do remove, the bald fist hands here. And yes, they do remove, so that's good. Good to know. And the feet actually do not remove, so keep that in mind if you pick up this figure. But speaking of the feet, you actually do get 2 different legs here, and this kind of looks like maybe a jumping type of pose, possibly in the air. So pegs going that way. Possibly. Let's go ahead and get them on to the figure and see how it looks. We're gonna go ahead and remove his legs here, and hopefully all you Mario fans are not screaming while I pull them apart. And generally when you pull apart a Nendoroid for the first time, some of the joints can be a little stiff, so keep that in mind and still try and be as gentle as you can as to not break it. And maybe we have the legs incorrectly put on. Yes, we do. So we'll go ahead and swap that back out there. And I think it's gonna go this way, right in there. Yep, perfect. It's kind of like, you know, Legos for the most part, because certain cuts will only work in certain parts of the Nendoroid. And there goes the other leg there. So that is actually a really cool pose. So that might be the one I go with. We'll see. That's his little running pose there. Pretty neat. That's awesome. Let's go ahead and check out what's in the last part of our blister packs here. And it seems to be, yes, it looks like the stands are in here, which, you know, are pretty cool. So the first stand we get is just the grass version, or the normal kind of grass that you see in Mario. And yeah, it's actually a pretty large base, pretty nice too. That's, you know, something you would kind of see in a DX figure, because this is not actually a DX figure, and is actually licensed by Nintendo here. If you could see that, that's actually pretty neat. And yeah, this is a pretty big stand, so you could actually put quite a few accessories on here, which is actually really nice to have. And then in here we also have a small stand for an accessory. We have an extra joint peg, as well as extra accessory pegs. So that's really nice to have. Last but not least, we have these really big tall stands. So I'm guessing they kind of just go in here possibly, and you put that background that had the 4 cutouts in to hold it up. So that's actually really cool that they included these with the Nendoroid. Definitely an awesome part of the package there. But let's go ahead and give Mario a happier face there, because you know, he just has the little closed smile. We could do better than that. Mario is a cheery guy, so we'll go ahead and swap his faceplate out real quick and give him the open face smile, which I much prefer over the regular closed smile. So there we go. Get that all together. And then go ahead and put his hat back on, because of course Mario needs his hat, because who goes plumbing without a hat?
Thinking about it now, don't know where I've been. Driving all the time, down every dead end. Lighting up the dark on every road. When we see the stars, then we know. Shooting through the night, we're burning.
Wow, what a really awesome Nendoroid here. This thing has so many accessories, it's ridiculous. You know, every time I think that a Nendoroid, you know, shows me all it has to offer, there's just even more, and this thing just looks so cool. Really awesome. Definitely worth the money. And I actually found out what some of those clear stands were by looking at the instructions, because I wasn't quite sure off the bat what they were. And if you actually see here in the instruction manual, it'll show you that you could put the stand on and add the background as well as some of the cubes to it, so you can have them floating in the air, which I think is a pretty cool little deal. And I didn't do it today, but I will probably do it eventually for my final setup as far as how I'm going to display this figure goes. But yeah, this thing, just look at this list. This is a lot of accessories, and you know, at the price point, well worth it in my opinion. Definitely a super awesome Nendoroid. Like I was saying earlier, there's actually a Luigi figure that they have out, so I'll definitely be trying to look for that, because I think this would be a really cool duo. And the green arms actually are for Luigi, so it does say that in instructions as well. Pretty cool. Definitely a nice little touch there that they added, you know, a piece for Luigi into Mario's Nendoroid. I thought that was really nice. So let me know down in the comments below if you're Team Mario or Team Luigi. That's gonna wrap it up for this video, guys. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you on the next video.
To never be alone. Thinking about it now, don't know where I've been. Driving all the time, down every dead end. Lighting up the dark on every road.